for people that know me personally know that I am really, really deep in the art community in Dallas. Um, that's all I do. I'm very heavily invested in the art scene. So anything else besides that, I usually don't have time for or have made time for. So Pokemon came out of nowhere back into my life, and then I started seeing. I think one of your videos, you had a graded card, and I had again didn't know what that was. So naturally, I did research, and I found a lot of cards on eBay, which come to find out that is the go-to place. Didn't know that.
Hmm.
So I started looking. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to start collecting some of my favorite cards from back in the day, right? Well, naturally, a lot of them are going to be from base set and jungle. So I bought a bunch of them. I bought a bunch of ungraded and graded cards, like the Pikachus and Squirtles and Bulbasaurs that I got for criminally cheap now. They're worth, what, a couple thousand now. So I got, what, 3 hidden Fate tins next to me somewhere over here that are ungraded cards and I need to, figure out. But yeah, so it just literally came out of nowhere and I started buying like crazy. And then the big boom happened.
Hmm.
So here
Wow.
we are.
Well, that's a feel good thing for me right there. That's great to hear. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
I was always, Gem Mint Pokemon was the first one that I knew, and the fact that I got to meet him, talk with him, like, was super cool. And then, becoming friends with him and all that. It's all so much
Yeah,
fun how small the community is. But yeah, that's interesting. So you're heavily involved in the art scene. Did you go to school for that?
I did it, man. This is all self-taught. I got back into art, or started art for that matter, back in 2010. I graduated high school in 2005,
Okay.
right? Yeah, 2005, 16 years ago
Hmm.
now. But yeah, I got into art solely because I always knew I was talented. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. But the main thing was to always remain humble. That is such an important thing, is honor and just remaining humble, no matter how much success you have in your life, right?
Hmm.
Um, I knew I wanted to do art. I just didn't know in what avenue I wanted to explore in. So naturally, it ended up working with photography.
Hmm.
That was kind of my first step. And the thing, how I am is I'm very, I can be harsh. I'm very articulate and harsh. It's because the way that I'm driven, I'm very 200% or I don't fuck with it. That's just how I
Hmm.
am. So with that, I started a group called Afterglow Gallery, and Afterglow Gallery is a visual
Oh, you're freezing. You're freezing. You're freezing.
child of some of the best talented people you can find.
Hold on. You froze as soon as
No,
you started saying Afterglow Gallery. So go back to that.
cool. Are we good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Afterglow Gallery is a visual arts organization here in Dallas, just compiled of some of the most exclusive, talented people that you can find. And we started off in photography. We've been migrated over into visuals as far as experimental films. And then was working on a movie, like a full-fledged movie back in January. We had filmed one scene and then the virus happened, so I
Hmm.
stopped it. The virus had just broke out of New York and I didn't feel morally right asking everybody to come back for scene 2, knowing that we had no idea what was going on in New York, so I canceled
Hmm.
it. So that's kind of like a summary of me. It's very short, but I have a great public relations team that has been working with me for years, um, getting my art out, and from there it's just keeping your reputation and busting your ass. That's
Right.
just how I am.
Well, that's interesting because I don't think this conversation has hit a lot of people yet, but the way that we treat Pokemon now as our generation's new art, how do you feel about that comment, that aspect of Pokemon?
I mean, art is very subjective.
Hmm.
I mean, we all know that. And what you do with your slabs is it's your prerogative, right? But I I have always respected every single card that has ever been made in Pokemon, right? Because in my way of thinking, an artist physically had to draw that, whether it's, I don't know if Pokemon does more digital now, but at
Hmm.
least from the WotC era, that stuff is literally hand drawn from Arita and Fukuda and Sugimori, all these incredible artists and what they've done. We have to respect that no matter what. Even if you don't like Metapod or Caterpie or what have you, it was physically drawn with love. And you can tell by the way that they, added color and ridges and so forth. Um, I treat it all like art pieces. I mean, it's 25 years here next year, and who knows what's going to happen in the next 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff, like, to me, whenever you're looking at art, it's telling a story. You don't know the person's message. I personally am affected by that because most of my releases are very mysterious, but I leave them that way. I really work hard for you as the viewer to understand what I'm trying to convey.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask me what my art means, I won't let you know, because I've always said art should always stay at the form of a question. It should never have an answer.
Right, and have its own meaning to each individual, what they see, how they feel. Yeah, very interesting.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's something that I've really honestly finally picked up on, like enjoying art, was when I went to see the Scream photos or the Scream, the Edvard Munch collection in Japan. I just happened to be there at the right time, and
Nice.
I mean, Pokemon drove me to go there, but I got to go through this entire collection. It was like a 1.5, 2 hour tour of I don't know, I forget how many pieces there were, but it was so cool how they were, just watching his progression of style and feelings, and you could really truly see it within the art. And yeah, that was just a really special thing. And now, like, any chance I get or go past some sort of gallery or museum, I like to step in and take a look and see what's going on. But yeah, these guys right here, these Edvard Munch Pokemon, were a beautiful, beautiful collaboration that they did, and I really hope that they do some more, because there's so much opportunity there to have some beautiful artwork, Pokemon wise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Scream promos are beautiful. I've been wondering what that thing behind you. How did you do that? As far as, like, did that come with the card, or
no? So this is a funny story. So I just happened to be in Japan for work at the time that these cards were being released, and I was in the area. So I was like, all right, I gotta go. I had a free day. I was like, I'm going here. I'm going to get the cards. It's gonna happen. So you go. I went and bought my ticket. Did the 1.5 hour or so look, and then you end at the gift shop of this gallery. And that's where the Pokemon stuff was. They had a gift shop in front, but there was no Pokemon. They said you had to go through to the other gift shop, and that's where you would get the Pokemon stuff. So I go through. I'm in the gift shop. I just rush to find the cards. There's a huge glass display with all 5 cards, Pikachu, the Mimikyu, all of them, and but I knew that they were only selling the Mimikyu at the store, and then that they were releasing the 3 others at the Pokemon Center, and then the Pikachu was in like December, like 2 months away. And I saw all 5. I was like, I need all these. So I went and asked, like, can I get these? Can I buy all 5 of these? And they wouldn't let me. But I was rushing around looking for things to grab. They had a ton of Pokemon stuff of the collaboration, but you were limited to 5 items. And I literally just grabbed the first things that I could. Like, I missed out on the plush, which actually did really well. It's pretty expensive now, but I got the Mimikyu, and then I picked up these, and these are clear files, which, I mean, you could just put in like a folder or a binder or something, and they were like $10 each, and I got I got 4 of them. I didn't buy the Psyduck. I actually bought that recently, but I bought these 4 clear files, and when I got home and realized the plush was like going up in value and these other things were going up in value, I was like, oh, okay, I don't know why I bought these. I missed out. They literally sat in a tub for a year, a year and a half, and I finally pulled them out, and my girlfriend had a frame out here, and she put it in the frame. I didn't even think of it, and it looks incredible. It looks awesome.
Yeah, dude, that's incredible. I love that, especially that Mimikyu one.
Yeah, so I went out and bought frames for all of them, and they're hanging on my wall here, but it cuts it out perfect, because right below it says like Pokemon Center Edvard Munch. So it honestly, the frame size ended up just being perfect, and they look incredible, and that's what inspired my high society collecting videos.
Yeah, those are good videos.
Thank you. I gotta figure out some more. I ran out of ideas, but I'll figure it out.